Hey, what's up guys? It's Corey here with Dapper Dollars, and today we're going to talk about a little bit of Aemetis just because something kind of strange happened last night, and we're going to talk about Vuzix and the earnings report that's coming out, what to expect in the future, if I'm going to buy in again, or if it's time to get out. You ready? Let's get started. So, this channel is all about using the online income opportunities we have through Merch by Amazon and Etsy to build our passive income online, invest this income in things like real estate and the stock market, to grow our financial wealth and create financial freedom for ourselves and our families in the future. If that sounds like something you're interested in, like and subscribe, and let's get started. So to start this out, we'll just do a brief overview of what came out as far as an 8K from Aemetis last night. They announced an agreement that in the future that they would sell to a company. I'll put the 8K somewhere on the screen over here, and I'll link to it in the description below. But in this 8K, it says that $84 million worth of Aemetis stock will be sold to a company at will at any time to be able to raise the $84 million potential capital for Aemetis. Now, this is a little bit of a tricky situation just because that means that we do not know what the price of the shares are that they're going to sell this company $84 million worth of Aemetis stock is. That could lead to potential share dilution in the future, which means that the price of shares we have is going to go down and the value of the stock is going to go down. So that is a little bit of a concerning issue right now. To be honest, I'm still going to hold. I've only got $200 invested in each of my accounts in this stock. I've got, I think, around 100 shares of each, or 100 shares in each stock. I'm up around 200% still, so even if there is some share dilution in the future, that's not really going to kill my entire position. I do think Aemetis is going to do great long term because this is a great thing for them long term to have access to $84 million worth of capital. However, it is going to be something that damages the share price of Aemetis at any point. And that's what's a little concerning, is that there is not a specific time of this offer to sell these shares will expire at this date. It is just an at-will situation where Aemetis could potentially dilute their shares at any point or multiple points over this agreement. So it's a little concerning. But it's going to be a similar situation to what Hyliion went through. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know I'm invested in Hyliion. And what Hyliion went through, I think at the end of 2020, beginning of 2021, was that warrants were, not expired, but anyway, they cashed in on their warrants, which basically means the same thing that's happening with Aemetis. They made an agreement with companies to sell shares at lower prices than what the market was, which diluted the shares of Hyliion, which meant that the price per share went down. But they raised a ton of money with Hyliion, or for Hyliion, to do some great things, and that video is coming soon because Hyliion has done some amazing things. Hyliion is also a company you should be looking at if you're interested in Aemetis at all, because Hyliion uses renewable natural gas to fuel their semi-truck transmissions. So that video is coming soon. That's my opinion on Aemetis. I'm still holding. It's just kind of a little bit of a shaky situation in the future. So that's that. Now, for the real topic of this video, Vuzix. Vuzix is an augmented reality company that uses glasses to have a B2B business or business to business, but a business to business workflow. So they sell glasses that project augmented reality onto the glasses, giving people a lot of access to things like health or surgeons, construction work. They just did a thing actually recently where they had their Vuzix glasses hooked up to a drone. And they were able to fly the drone while wearing the Vuzix glasses and seeing everything that they could see from the drone on the glasses. And then they did a whole construction site survey that way. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, earnings for Vuzix is coming out February 1st. And this is going to be amazing because we can definitely predict that they're going to beat earnings. This is not guaranteed. In fact, let me just stop here and say, I am not a financial advisor. I am just a guy on YouTube. Everything I have said before this is just my opinion. Everything that I'm going to say after this is just my opinion. So, if you need any real financial advice, consult a professional financial advisor. I am not a financial advisor. I am just a guy on YouTube. So this is all just my opinion and speculation. And that's it moving forward. So, Vuzix is coming out with earnings February 1st. That means that we are going to see what what they've actually done as far as getting business in. And we know over 2020 that they have done some solid business. They have gotten multiple follow-on orders at the end of 2020, signed new contracts with people like Pixie, which was a medical supply company, and they have the military phases that they've been going through as far as developing products for a specific branch of the military. They still haven't mentioned which branch of the military they're working with, but I mean, it's the fact they're working with the military, and if they are a supplier for the military, that's an amazing contracting customer to have. So it is very likely that Vuzix is going to beat on earnings, which is going to drive the stocks up. So what can we really expect from this earnings? Well, in my opinion, the earnings per share is likely going to go up quite a bit. Well, I say quite a bit. It's going to go up a decent amount. Right now, they're at a negative 11-cent earnings per share, and they're likely going to go positive by the end of this year. Positive earnings per share, which means they're a stable, profitable company. Now, this is going to be a big impact on Wall Street. It is going to gain a lot of attention from Wall Street, because anytime a company can get out of that negative profitability or negative earnings per share and move into a positive earnings per share, Wall Street takes notice and it becomes a very serious company in their opinion. So getting into a positive earnings per share is going to be amazing for Vuzix. And even though people don't really like Wall Street right now with all the, Wall Street bets things happening right now, that is going to be a great thing if Vuzix can get to a positive earnings per share, because it's going to show Wall Street that it has validated the company and the company is moving in a great direction overall. So will I be buying Vuzix again, or am I just going to let my investments ride right now? Well, so far I've bought Vuzix at $4.29, $8.80, and then $9 even. Those are the 3 times that I have bought into Vuzix so far. Notice that it has always been more. I've never had the chance to actually buy Vuzix and lower my cost basis, but my average earnings or my average return on Vuzix is between 80 and 100% still. So I have doubled my money no matter, or even if you averaged all those together, I have still doubled my money most of the time, and it is likely going to keep going up in the future. So after this earnings call, I'm not really sure where I'm going to land, because I don't know how much they're going to beat earnings. I mean, they might just match earnings. We don't really know specific numbers, but it is very likely that they're going to beat earnings. I don't know how high the stock is going to fly after that. And then we don't know if there's going to be a hangover after that, because like we saw with Aemetis earlier this week, Aemetis shot up 100 and something percent in 2 days, but now it's crashed about, I think, maybe 30 or 20% of what it was. So it is very likely that when a stock goes up, it's going to come down, and people who made money just expecting Vuzix to beat earnings are going to sell out just to cash out, and they're the short-term people. But we are long-term investors. If you are following this channel, you are likely a long-term investor. So we are going to be in Vuzix for the long haul, or at least I'm going to be in Vuzix for the long haul. So yes, I will be buying into Vuzix in the future. The price point I'm not really sure of, just because we're going to have to see how everything plays out after earnings. I do expect that this company is going to be over $20 a share. There's not much in the way of trouble for Vuzix moving forward. It is becoming widely accepted over many different industries to be a proven feature for a lot of, sorry, that's my lunch, a proven tool for many different applications across many different industries. So it is something that I think is going to be around very long in the future. Apple is coming out with Apple Glass. We've talked about that for a while. We don't know when that's coming out, but the fact that Apple is pushing towards it means that augmented reality, as far as, in your glasses, is going to be a very widely accepted thing in the future. So Vuzix is setting the stage. They're miles above their competition. There's not really anything that can hold Vuzix back at this point from going up. So I definitely think that $20 is a conservative share price to aim for towards the end of this year. But I think anything right now, if it dips below $10 for anything related to non-fundamentals, so if they find out that their, VP went to a casino and gambled away $50,000, That's not exactly a fundamental of the company, and if the shares dipped or share price dipped down below $10 just because of that, I would likely buy in. However, if Vuzix misses earnings and it finds out that there's corruption in the company and it goes down to $10, that's definitely the time to sell. So anyway, that's where I'm at with Vuzix right now. I don't really have, like I said, a firm price target of when I'm going to buy in, but anything under $10 is a sale. I think it's been going between $11 and $12 the last 2 days. So we'll see what happens, but I'm excited. I think this earnings season for Vuzix is going to be incredible. I can't wait to see how much they beat earnings. Hopefully they beat earnings at all. You know, they matched earnings last quarter and they have earnings set higher for this quarter, but with everything that's happened recently, I definitely believe that Vuzix is going to knock it out of the park. Anyway, that's my opinion. Like I said, look forward to the Hyliion video in the future. We'll talk about that. If you want to find out about Hyliion, I've got videos that I've done here. So follow those there. Anyway, hope you guys are having a great week. We're getting close to the weekend. I hope that you have a great weekend. Can't wait to see y'all next week. And remember, someone is going to do something amazing every day, guys. Why not you? See ya.